We rolling. We back. We back.
Energy on this one. You gonna see this?
Yeah.
Patreon's cool, but we about to turn up for this one.
Yeah.
Charlamagne, we live?
We live.
We live.
Charlamagne and Envy be saying the gayest shit to each other. Real shit weird.
Yeah, they leaning in sort of a little too much.
They ran their course.
You think so? I really like what Jess is doing with him over there. Maybe it's because I love Jess.
Yeah, but you love the one that you really love, though, was the one.
Oh, you talking about Jazz? From
She one of my favorites in the game.
ever since I seen her in Pope's Pool, man, I've been feeling a way about it.
They on TV now,
She ain't
right?
cheating on you, Reese. You don't know that lady.
Cool.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, they on BET. Well, you know, they was on TV before. They was on Revolt. But now they with BET.
Man, don't be with Angela Yee. He be on the show all the time.
She did fuck with him. You know, that's Brooklyn thing. You know, but that been the homie for a minute. She keep him on their show though. Like they said, their show is like nationally syndicated and it's getting busy. Every time I see it, it seems kind of dry. You know what I mean? But
I ain't seen no clips or nothing from her new show.
I follow the show podcast. So
you talking about lip service?
nah. The IG.
All the way up.
Yeah, all the way up with Yee. So I see clips every day.
Yeah.
They always ask got weird ass.
I used to love Yee, man. Like something like, I don't know, like maybe it's just the industry shit that done came out about it. You know what I mean? Maybe got me.
My nigga Gucci looked at her like. He was on that.
I believe
bus.
Gucci too.
You believe him?
Yeah.
Gucci don't lie.
I don't believe he will lie about something like that.
He might have mixed
He's
her
on
up.
my dick. Yeah, he might
He might have mixed her up, man. I ain't. Not Yee. I'm not going for Yee. Like, if it was like Stephanie Santiago or something, I'd be like, oh,
So you don't think Yee was on Gucci's dick?
Hold on. So what you mean? Like you ain't like she ain't out here. She might be out here moving. What you mean? Hey, what the fuck?
Yee was?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
What? Hey, he came to the show and it was a moment. When he came on the Breakfast Club and it was like, yeah, for sure, like heavy.
I need the receipts on that.
Well, it's a Breakfast Club interview. So
Yeah,
I remember that
I'm
one.
gonna have to look that one up.
How many Breakfast Club interviews does Vado have?
She just went from here to here.
Vado, shit, you might want to make me.
You said Terry.
Terry.
That's not impressive to me. Terry's about. I ain't seen her in a minute. Try had sent me songs like, is this Terry? He's like, nah, that ain't her. I'm like, you remember that thing you sing? I'm like,
Terry's still.
she still cold?
Yeah, she's still cold.
Black women, man, it's a special thing about some black women. You know what I mean? Like they.
She black?
She's definitely Dominican.
She ain't got no black in her.
No, bro.
She full blood.
Yes, Reese. From New York.
You're right. I forgot that was Joe's thing.
Terry got a green card.
Yeah.
Where you been at?
Yeah.
That's where you been.
Austin Reeves.
I know you got like 30 years. Like,
Terry was
Austin Reeves, God bless.
All right. Yeah.
Curry said he gave him 50 please.
My nigga Jalen had waves one day and then a fro next
her?
day.
She done knocked that. She doctored that picture. She can't be still looking like that. See, that's the thing about
She's still
IG,
tight.
man. IG can be so deceiving, like, cause you'll get a motherfucker in person.
Terry's still tight. I don't give a fuck if it look like that or not. It's heavy enough.
Let's talk about that real quick before we get the show started. And I know we shouldn't be having this conversation.
Let's
but
have it.
fuck it.
Fuck it.
What's the expectation of a chick that you bag off IG? Are you expecting her, like, because I'm not even expecting them to look like their IG anymore.
I just expect it. If it's heavy on IG, I just expect it to be heavy in person. That's all.
Was she like 44?
Yeah, she is. She up there.
She's cold. So what's y'all's expectations though? Like, I mean, hypothetically speaking, I know we all married, man, and we all in relationships.
All of us.
All of us, yeah.
No.
All of us.
I don't want that to be true at all.
1/4 for them.
1/3, because I'm not in that.
Oh, motherfucker, you're in.
Well, halves, nigga.
But do we have expectations of, I mean, I know we do, but are we expecting them to look exactly like what we see on the ground?
I mean,
Not today.
I ain't really just. I can't say I just pulled up on somebody who was strictly off IG and never seen them before. I ain't never really did that.
Yeah. Well, I don't share the same story.
I don't know. We timestamp it.
Yeah, we cooking. That's what we do. We in the kitchen.
Shorty looked like on IG. She looked like that in person last night.
Oh, baby girl.
Yes, nigga. And
I hate I didn't make it up there.
yeah,
Is she young?
yeah. But she looked just like that. Like in that video, she looked just that beautiful.
She's beautiful.
She was, yeah.
That would be my expectation.
Yes. I was like, oh shit.
Like, we've been on IG long enough to know.
And see, that's the thing. Is like some people, you look at and you be like, no, they're just beautiful. You know what I mean? Like it don't matter.
Yeah.
The filter made them even more beautiful. Like you
But
can.
they're naturally.
They're naturally beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people look good on IG, and then when you see them in person, it's like,
Yeah.
like it's still, it's still smashable for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
Why not?
so it might be somewhat of a no. I mean, look, once I done committed, I done committed.
Don't say that. No, it's nice. That sounds crazy.
No, hypothetically.
That was. He crossed the line a little bit.
But IG, man, like it.
I'm asking my man what.
I don't think. I don't think we live in a world that catfishing is available. But
Yeah, I've never really been catfish. Have you ever been catfish?
No, I've never been catfish, but I've pulled up in a face
Yes.
that looked a little older than what I expected.
Okay.
No, matter of fact,
So you've been catfish?
not like. All right, I don't want to. Are we gonna timestamp this?
No, listen, he's doing a whole YouTube video and there's
Yeah,
no
I don't.
timestamp.
All right, I'm gonna keep that one.
Well, I mean, we can time the audio version. Like
The audio version-
everybody don't watch the YouTube,
Everybody's getting YouTube this week.
but it will be available.
I don't want to say that because it will circle back around. So
Okay, all right, let's leave it alone.
I will protect the innocent.
It's too late. Like, let it go now. Like,
Take it to the next level.
take it there.
That's. Can I just be me, man? Can I
just be.
Take
man,
it
I'm not
there.
gonna incriminate you, man. We not on the
Look at the
stand.
devil on your shoulder next
It
to
ain't
you.
nothing to incriminate.
I ain't gonna say. I mean,
But the devil's next to you.
I want to say it really bad, but I'm just not.
Feel free,
Nah, man. You know.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, yes.
Welcome to another episode of What We Talking About podcast. I am CEO, the motherfucking veteran, perfect motherfucking attendance. Please excuse my voice. I'm a little under the weather. Not weather necessarily, it's the allergies. It's that time. If you know me, you know what's going on with me right now. Didn't think I was gonna make it today, but
You must have been doing bad.
doing bad.
You show up.
In multiple ways. But the show must go on, and we are here. I am 1/3 of a few things. 1/3 of the Rollout Boys.
Roll out.
A quarter of the Toxic Boys.
That's it.
And ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, I am a member of the Ohio fucking Daddies. What's goody? Who else in the building tonight, man?
Boy,
You missed one.
Day.
You missed one.
Did I?
You did.
What I miss? What I miss?
you
Oh,
were
yeah, oh. The MLMG. Let's not be confused. Because I am a part of that. Like, listen, I may be discouraged about what's going on with that playlist, but I am seeing the tally marks, and I got quite a few. I got quite a few.
Major League Music guy.
Who else in the building?
Oh man, it's your boy Chad David, aka the champ from last week. AKA
He was hating too, but I'm just get the
I was hating.
Yeah, you hating. You wasn't sending over votes, and that was kind of crazy.
So we gotta send out the DM votes too.
No, I'm just saying.
Because I would damn near win every week if we sent in DM votes. Like,
Hey,
I'd be so pissed at my
I'm gonna be real
followers.
with you. Somebody hit me up about you winning. I said, "Can you send this to him because he's doing bad?" she was like, "I will." I was like, "Thank you."
I know we count DM votes.
We don't.
I let them
You
fly.
don't. But I'm saying I would like to have known that Sassy said I won. I would like to have known that. Just for my own personal
Shout out
record.
She's a young punk. She went outside when my playlist was rocking.
The playlist was Super Bowl, so keep on going with your AK.
Super Bowl. I'm here,
Extremely
man.
old.
It was super old. It was definitely all 80s music on purpose.
Because he was outside though.
He wasn't.
You finished with your intro? Who
Yeah, I was trying to think. Was I outside in 87?
Nah, you wasn't. we ain't even got a debate that. Who else in the building, man?
Please believe it, please. What camera you looking at? Okay. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
What's going on, everybody, man? It's your man, Des Arnaz. If you don't know me, tell your friends, dude. Local nigga with a major buzz.
What?
Local nigga with a major buzz.
Dave was fun to hear it, boy.
You know what I mean? We in the building, man. We're here with my podcast guys.
Yes.
Fully staffed.
Hey,
Fully staffed.
Nigga Trav definitely hit us with a, I don't want to say it was a no show, but it was kind of a,
Oh, last week, yeah.
it was a no call, no show.
it was a tardy.
I mean, no, it wasn't a no call. He called off.
It was, okay,
He
yeah.
called off.
Yeah, he did.
It's conflicting though. We don't really like.
It was an unexcused absence.
Yeah.
It was
So the bag was
The bag was calling, but then a couple days later, said he had the flu. Like, y'all remember that in the
He had
show?
bird flu.
Yeah, the bird flu.
And I thought you was gonna jump out there and say he's a bad. What's the like? What happened?
I thought he was gonna say that too.
Just let it go. Like, no thinking. Allergies had me fucked up. You know, I was probably in a coma reading it. Like, oh, okay.
I definitely got sick. But I had three gigs in a row. That's the first time I had.
I feel you, bro, but we record at 4 o'clock. Listen to you. Just for the listeners.
They got a day party? What's going on? Like,
Yeah,
it was a day party?
Yeah.
No bicker. Well, all bicker. No, let's not say no bicker, but it's all bicker.
Right, because we definitely went to Becker.
Yeah.
It was Kia's party.
Oh, you did that?
I opened up for King of Book.
Okay. How did well, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yes.
And of course, we got the superstar engineer, the kid. Blaze is in the building.
Yeah. The other half.
Yeah.
The true champion. Hey, the votes I be
Des, I
getting.
don't like it.
What?
They're trying to tag team.
What you mean? Ain't no tag team. It's just the people love our playlist.
I know, I got mad love too. Let's be clear.
No, you did.
Did you?
But you didn't get no. I mean,
What?
Did you?
Go back and revisit.
hey, but that's a song.
I beat you. If we want to be.
That's not on the level. That wasn't on the level.
Everything I saw it was a three-way tie. If you ain't first, you lie.
Hey, everybody beat that.
Wow.
Good
Shout out
pause.
to
Good pause.
my man Kenny in the building.
Kenny, what's good, bro?
Kenny, what's poppin'?
Y'all can see this setup right
Hey,
now.
it's
We
insane.
looking like we looking super official.
Yeah, man.
Looking
Kenny
like we're on the
was
first
poppin'.
take set. You know, we looking real official over here.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
He said,
Yeah, I was. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, my fault.
I'm looking like he just followed me. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know why I said Kenny.
shout out to Eddie, man. We appreciate you being here with us. You got us looking lovely. And to the viewers out there, appreciate this week. This might be one and done.
What's on NFTs?
You might want to save this episode.
It's an NFT.
But yeah, again, salute. We appreciate you being here with us this weekend or today, Sunday. And with that said, fellas, let's get into the show. Let's get straight to the bicker. Let's get to the playlist. You know, we ain't gonna hold no punches. Last week we did R&B groups. No restrictions. You know what I mean? It could have been male or female, women or men, however you want to. You know, I don't want. No bicker to the, you know, I saw something just the other day, like, we still can't say female, so
You gotta pick and choose.
please excuse me. Women of R&B and men of R&B.
Yeah.
We did the playlist. Everybody got the 4 records. Y'all know how we do it by now. If you've been following us, you know what this is all about. So where y'all want to start as far as the playlist? Like, y'all want to run down the tracks? First off, who won? Who do y'all get a dub to this week? Who won?
Listen, technically you gotta get a dub to
Is there an asterisk by my name or something? Technically.
I did too. And
Why's your ass right
To be all the way honest, like I really ain't went back and tallied up the votes, like just to give Trav the win. Like I'm just giving it to him. Just
Well, we know we ain't giving you the win.
I'm just giving it to him off of the strip of y'all saying it.
I mean, Trav had hella votes.
Get the fuck out of here with it.
At the end, like he
At
started.
the end, like it was
he took
like,
off in the fourth quarter.
Curry.
it was like I was doing a dynastic three-peat. That's what it was looking like at the beginning.
Force MDs, bro.
Yeah, Force MDs. His list was terrible.
Tender Love is not a classic record.
Guy, piece of my life. You didn't even pick the right guy record.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how
It's
you know
piece
these
of my
votes
love.
at the
You
end.
can have a piece of mind. That's fine.
That's
I don't know
fine.
how you know these votes at the end. I'm gonna be honest. It was crazy. I'm like,
The thing about Trav, we always got to put, with his past history of dirty play and investigation from the NCAA. Like, we got to.
tampering.
No telling what's going on
Damn,
behind
No
the
telling.
scenes.
No telling.
All right, so fuck it. Let's go over the records. We can fly the people in that may not be aware of what's going on. So we'll start with Dez's playlist. Number
All right.
1, H-Town, Part-Time Lover. Number 2, Jagged Edge, Walked Out of Heaven. Number 3, Blackstreet, Don't Leave Me.
All right.
And number 4, Ladies and Gentlemen.
It must have been with this one.
Yeah, it got weird right there.
I got weird.
Weird.
The Isley Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
It's a group.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a group. It's a group.
That was you was in my bag. You was in my DNA bag. Like, you was in my bag.
But that's a group.
It's a group.
But so what? I mean, what's wrong with this
No.
song?
That's your
Where are
joint?
you pandering?
That's your joint?
What's a pandering?
Yeah.
No, it's a good song.
No.
Is this your joint?
I fuck with it.
You know any of the words, though? I don't think you know the words.
You fuck with it. You fuck with it.
No. Some
Big sample there.
But some people hear the beat, they might say, "Oh, I love it when you." No, young man.
Oh, that's where Big got that from. I thought that was.
That was Big song. He feeling good.
They said
When he win, he feel good.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Oh, come on, man. I can't joke. All right, cool. All right.
you can joke, but you still got to joke when you lose.
Right. We want that same energy.
Exactly. That'd be the only problem.
All right, so again, number 4 for Dez was the Isley
I
Brothers.
sent him the
Between
Tony
the
Yayo
sheets.
picture so quick, like, damn, what's happening?
I don't understand why I got that bit. I'm like, I'm following the parameters.
All right. So listen, we'll do this. We'll do a breakdown of each. Like now, we're gonna come to Dez. What was your train of thought? Like when you selected the Isley Brothers, like between the sheets.
I think we got to put parameters on shit. We got to put the year parameters on this.
We're gonna have to, because I'm tired of losing. It's nothing wrong with like now you falling into that trap where like I just don't believe it.
You don't believe
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Hey, you don't believe shit though. So
Listen. I feel like I had to. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did take a piece. I did take a. Out of Blazers bad because I'm like, look, I'm looking at my list and I'm like, first of all,
Was this your original 4?
yeah, I
Okay.
just simply, I ain't rearranging.
You don't be scared now because I be telling dynasty stories.
yeah, you be snitching.
Look,
First
already
48 hours.
even my brother really called me about it. Like part-time lover, like I already knew that's not a fan favorite. That's like
It's not? You don't think so?
A lot of people because Reef was sending this because Reef is in DC, so he was sending this list of people in DC and they was giving their opinions and showing and they was from your list. They was from your list too.
They love me in DC.
They do. They love Blaze.
Some
They
niggas out-
get Blaze and
There's
Trav.
some niggas out in DC, but
But so part-time lover, like
How are niggas front on fucking
that was
Part-Time Lover?
that was my shit, and I love the Above Them soundtrack. Boom, there's that.
what's the
Come on, walk out of heaven.
I mean, there's no big with
They
your
went
list
to,
Dez, except
Oh,
for
they
the
went
Isaac
to
brothers.
Howard. I didn't know that.
The Isley Brothers,
I
it was a
think
slight
it's
pain.
You went aboard.
It was a slight pain.
Did you hear this gem that he just dropped down here? He was like, how DC niggas fronting on part-time level? I'm like, no niggas from Houston. He's like, them niggas went to Howard. Listen, many things with this nigga.
Love that one, Jim.
You know what I mean? And then don't leave me, girl. Come on, man. Like, but
That'd be my favorite Black Street.
It was a slight pain. I'm like, I feel like I gotta give like a super. Like, I feel like you can't deny that record.
I feel like that's not totally.
Oh yeah, Des, let's be clear. Like, every record is a classic. You know what I mean?
But I knew a lot of people. I knew Part Time Lover wasn't gonna be a fan favorite with a lot of people that fuck with what we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I done gave up on trying to figure out the listener.
But I really want to try to figure out
algorithm of the listeners.
I really wasn't trying to figure out the listener. The only song that I feel like I was using, the only song that I picked that was like, all right, you as a listener, you can't front on this Between the Sheets.
Between the Sheets. All right, so let's get to Trav's list. The
Classics.
list that pissed me the fuck off.
Classics.
Number 1 for Trav, Guy, Piece of My Love. Number 2, Truth. All I Do Is Think of You.
I was pressing. He was pressing a little bit with that one. I love the record, but
I can't wait to. Is that? I can't wait to go to
yeah, you was. That might be going crazy on TikTok right now.
No, that's just a.
I think I have heard
It might
that
be going
on
crazy on
something.
TikTok right now.
Shout out to TikTok. All right,
Number 3, Force MD's Tender Fucking Love.
You ain't fucking with Tender Love? Or you don't think I'm fucking with Tender Love?
You know you're fucking with
I know you're not, but.
All right.
And number 4, Can't Go Wrong Here. New edition, classic. Can You Stand the Rain?
Phenomenal.
Probably
Phenomenal
the greatest, their greatest record ever, and one of the greatest R&B records ever.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Absolutely.
So y'all want to break down Trav's list? Like, fellas, how y'all feeling about Trav's playlist?
To me, try about the worst list. So it's so bad to say the worst list because all this is good.
Right.
All of us are good, but
I don't think I listen to Tender Love.
I don't.
Yeah, no.
I don't think Tender Love's ever came on in the Honda.
Never.
Ever. I don't think Tender Love is even in your playlist history right now.
It's not even in your Serato.
It's not.
Your old school nigga, it's not there, Jeff.
Might not be.
So, yeah.
I still love the record though. Cause my whole thought was like, all right, we're gonna do male R&B groups. I'm gonna just do 80s.
We didn't do male R&B groups.
Right, we did R&B groups. There was no
Right.
restrictions.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna just do 80s male groups.
Travis got a little caveat in there.
Always.
Yeah, a little gem in there.
And it works in his favor a lot of the times. Like
I don't know with this fan base. It's weird. It's weird as fuck. I don't know. But yeah, that was my reason. I wanted to do everything from the 80s. So.
All right, so let's move on. We will get to Blaze's playlist
Am
now.
I dynastic? Like even like the worst case scenarios, I'm gonna be in second place.
Nah.
That's my worst case scenario.
When I was looking at your list, like real talk, I thought you would have been third this week.
But you know I wasn't.
No, I don't know. Like the only thing I know is first, and that was Trav.
The only person that was Trav beat me this week. I was winning.
Yeah.
Trav.
Pause.
What the fuck I did? Yeah.
Hope you didn't. I'm a champion.
Gross.
I had a lot of first place votes.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what's consistent about the playlist.
Yeah, it's a fire.
Throughout the the entirety of all of this, like everybody gets their fair share of number ones. That's what be so frustrating because you can like it swings, like it's such a drastic swing of momentum. Like you have like early on, y'all started off and Des was like, somebody here ain't got no votes, and it was me. But y'all niggas, all y'all had like two.
And that pissed you off.
Yeah, all y'all, but at that point in time, y'all niggas had two
I bet
votes
you them
apiece.
DMs went crazy. You better vote for me.
At that time, y'all niggas had 2 votes apiece, and then I finally got one. I'm like, guess what, guys? I'm one behind y'all.
You wasn't
now.
when you said it. You wasn't.
I was at that point in time.
All right.
So let's get to Blaze's playlist. Number 1, 112 Cupid.
Classic.
Classic, can't go wrong. Number 2, this kind of took away from mine. And
I picked a better mint condition record than you did.
Number 2, Mint Condition. What kind of man would I be? It's definitely not better than Breaking My Heart.
Reese, it's literally one of the greatest R&B songs of all time. It's the best mint condition song, obviously. The people spoke.
I don't think so.
I like Breaking My Heart.
Yeah, Breaking My Heart is that one.
What kind of girl would you be?
Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, and I was cool on 4 7
Fair enough.
Number 3, can't go wrong here. Come and Talk to Me, Jodeci. But this is where I had the biggest issue was number 4. Like
I don't remember what number 4 was.
Red light special, nigga.
TLC. Red light.
Red the fucking light special, nigga.
Hey, it's so crazy because if I would have picked Waterfalls or some shit like that, y'all niggas would have been all in my messages like, I can't believe you picking the biggest
Red
song.
light special though.
When I said, I'm like, this gotta be a mistake.
That ain't a pander. What's the for that?
Hold on. So Red Light Special is a band?
Hell yeah.
So I could have chose
Like,
Any woman group would have been a panda.
Hold the fuck up. Let's really talk about it. If y'all gonna press me about Between the Sheets and we gonna let Red Night.
Des, did you not see the chat when I said, I'm like,
Hey,
y'all
Red
think
light
I'm...
special is wow, nigga.
Crazy pander. Automatic one. That's like he was definitely pandering to the ladies with that.
this nigga did a whole post on IG when Red Light Special was playing.
Did you?
With a red light. It was a red light in the video and everything.
You had the TLC drink on?
What was
It was
this?
right after the D'Angelo
Coach
shit.
Friends, what was that?
He ain't let us see that shit.
Coach Friends, what was that?
I don't have a close friend. I've never had a close friend.
He was in the bar, he had a red light on, he put the Red Light Special music on, then the zoom in.
I ain't touched that,
So I couldn't believe he was hating on Red Light Special.
This nigga, he did the Spike Lee hand like.
This is right after his D'Angelo Untitled release. He went for us. Neither one of us.
Yeah.
I kept women on the playlist and y'all want to bicker with me because what if I chose Creep?
Red light special though.
That's wild, ain't it? Red Light Specials are wild.
That is. I don't, if you was gonna do a women group and you went TLC Red Light, like I barely can sing that good.
She
Like,
can't sing at all. You think T-Box can sing?
She has a unique voice.
It's unique.
So
Uniquely
can
bad.
Slim sing?
Some who? From 112?
Yes.
Not really. He ain't
Okay, he
that
has
good.
a unique voice.
I mean, but they got the other members of that group can get busy. I guess Chili is decent.
Yeah, she's good.
But T-Box was the lead singer.
She had only because she had a unique voice. Right?
T-Boz sound like us with a code.
Man,
She sound like me right now. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a
And
fact.
I'm really sitting on this podcast hating on T-Boz. Like,
I
she's
mean,
not an icon.
if we want to talk about it, like TLC,
TLC wasn't no good singers, bro.
They-
They,
they-
had great production.
Is TLC trash? Is that what you're trying to say?
they ain't the best.
Nigga, what?
If we had to rank girl groups,
Man, this
I
nigga's
am not putting TLC in my top 5.
I'm not either. I'm not
You're
either.
foolish. You're foolish. Like TLC.
Top 5, like singing.
Okay, so they just sold all these records to nobody. Because no nobody
They're
buying them.
popular. No, they're popular.
They're probably the
They got the biggest record ever, right? With the fan mail is probably the biggest.
Oh yeah, Fan Mail did dumb numbers.
Yeah, I think they did. That's
So
Diamond, right?
everybody's
Yeah.
just crazy. Like people buy these records because they think they're cute. What you say?
That's part of it.
Era though.
Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't part
It was
of
a it was a video era, and their videos are always fire.
They
If
was-
we're
they was- they was the
going to talk about it, let's talk about
Thank you.
it.
Let's get there. Let's talk about it. We got time.
Their
Wait,
production.
Hold on. Let's
Their
ask,
production.
Let's ask Blaze a question though. Where do you have TLC
No, number in the top 2.
top 2?
Behind.
So who's number 1? Destiny Child?
I put this shit out there.
I ain't even got them number 1. But TLC definitely ain't in my top 5.
Who's in your top 5 then, Reese?
I like In Vogue better than them.
Why?
Me too.
Tell me why.
'Cause they can
Don't it-
sing.
The Pipes, you got Don and Cindy,
niggas is
what
not-
they did,
Y'all niggas
and I like their
ain't built
records
like
better
this. What
than.
we talking about right now? What we talking about? Y'all niggas not built like this to be talking about people's vocals. What are we talking about right now? In Vogue can sing that much better than TLC?
Absolutely,
What the fuck?
absolutely, absolutely. You don't think so? I can't believe you
You
just
don't
did
think-
that.
I don't think it's that much of a difference for you to be able to be saying what you're saying. That's all I'm saying.
What's it gonna be? You think T-Boz can sing that?
No, she can't. She sound like Mason
Hold
Gray.
on. Let me that's fucked up.
More than
So hold
a
on.
friend.
Can Tony Braxton sing?
Yes.
Yes, and her low register is amazing.
That monotone voice she got, yeah.
That low register is amazing.
But she's not part of the group. Let's not bunch her. Like,
talking about people-
I don't want her to catch no strays that she ain't got to catch. Let's keep it in the
love her.
group.
You was ready. You was about
Oh,
to.
why you trying to fire her?
he was creeping behind her like I'm about to.
Knock her head
So
off.
are y'all saying that TLC don't make some of the best girl group music of all time?
I'm saying that they were super popular, and
No, I asked
MTV
you a
put
direct
them over
question.
the top.
I asked you a direct question and you're not answering the question.
They strive because of the video era, bro.
So their songs were trash and they had dope videos.
You see, you keep trying to make us say that nobody said the songs was trash. I'm
What
just
about the
saying.
Friends is trash?
That's their best record to me.
That's
ever.
a hip hop record, bro.
Yeah, this OPP's record, really, if you want. Like, that's their record.
Oh, y'all niggas don't want that nigga down. That's why people don't fuck with y'all's lists.
It's naughty by nature, like that. What About Your Friends was naughty by nature to me. Like, it was the.
Was the female version?
That's their best song? What about your friends?
That's my favorite song. I'm not saying that's their best song. I'm just saying, like, I think it's a lot of gas on TLC. Like, Chili wasn't the best of a singer. She was cold. She was who?
That's a hip hop record.
Yeah, these is really rap records that you.
Just happen to have singers on, bro.
You're not listen. I'm not gonna sit here and let you keep acting like you is.
Like he really impressed with T.I.'s vocals, like
right?
That. He's not.
I'm into unique vocals. I'm not into the same old bullshit.
I'm into unique vocals, man.
Hey, he sound like me. Hey, he sound. Get out of my bag, nigga.
Nephew now.
He got on the side.
Yes, he sound like me with the unique vocals. Like, I like the way he delivers raps.
Devil's nephew now.
No scrubs with
Blaze.
What you say? No Scrubs.
No scrubs with
I hate that record. No Scrubs. That record is trash.
It's trash.
Yes, I hate.
Escape TLC.
For sure.
I wouldn't say it's trash. I just feel like it aged well.
What? No Scrubs? Yeah.
But in the moment,
In the moment, it was definitely.
I mean, we ain't talking about moments though. Like we just talk about overall.
I mean, listen, I feel like it's hard to front the Crazy Sexy Cool album.
it's hard.
I'm not fretting on none of their albums. I'm just saying, like, if it comes down to,
Name your 5.
I told you, I would take SWV. I would take En Vogue.
No one knows.
What about
I take DC.
Destiny Child for sure. I'll take them. Shit, I mean, they probably in there by default. Like, I can't even. How many girl groups can we even name?
There's more girl groups than guy groups.
I'm asking though, like, which ones? Like, how many can we even name?
I mean, I can name a lot of the ones who didn't maybe blow, like 702.
No, TLC. I'll take them over there.
Even
though 702 got a record that I love better than any TLC record.
What TLC do to you, bro?
None. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like,
Because I definitely would bang Chili and.
I bang all of them. Rest in peace, Left Eye, baby. We miss you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she was cold. Burnt down the crib out in Atlanta, but we get it. Des, like that. So it was a pander, and it worked. It worked. No bigger.
It's not working. Like, I don't even know why we're still here.
Right.
Pander. Another.
It worked.
I didn't pander. I wanted.
Pandered.
I like the TLC record.
Hey.
You like that? give it to her. Designer.
Pander.
You know what's so crazy about this list?
What's that?
Let's get to your list, but it was so funny because Trav, Trav is a unique person in our group. That's just we walk on eggshells over sometimes.
Right.
Because he called me a panda 5 times that day, and I was like, all right. So he was like, yeah, pass that crown. I was like, I'm gonna pass you this panda. Like, I was waiting for him to be mad about it. So I was like, bro, you been calling me panda all day today.
I laughed about it. It was funny.
All right, so we'll get to my
And
list.
then Designer did some wild shit.
Yeah, it's on the docket. We gonna definitely discuss that.
I don't know if we can say this anymore.
Number 1 for me. Number 1, Drew Hill, Beauty.
Classic.
Number 2, Mid Condition, Breaking My Heart, Pretty Brown Eyes. Number 3, and shout out to Reef. He called it out. Some records you just can't let go of. This is one of those ones for me. Number 3, Jagged Edge, Healing. And then number 4, Tony, Anniversary.
Funny.
Hmm.
Probably else a deep. Funny.
Off the comments I made last week.
Hey,
No, y'all threw that nigga on the West Coast list
because
twice
nigga,
last
you,
week.
Nigga, you was a West Coast barbecue anthem, nigga. That goes crazy.
Classic.
I ain't never been at a barbecue.
So you want to pander with Anniversary?
You ain't not on the West.
Is any of us or any of us out there on the way? No fly zone.
I'm allowed local. I had a hypey song on my West Coast list. I'm allowed local.
So what was your question?
Would you pander with Anniversary?
Absolutely, it was pandering.
100%.
Hold on. Okay, let's talk about it.
Big Designer.
Tell me how Anniversary is paid.
No, it's not a pander. It was a Blaze. It was a Blaze movie. It was a safe pick.
Oh well, I mean, we sat on this show last week and said we was throwing the The haymakers. We said that, right?
I think it's clear that me and you definitely.
I tried. I attempted.
We tried it. It's clear that
still didn't work.
Me and Reese definitely tried to. Me and Reese definitely tried to get Blazers back.
And it didn't work. Like
didn't work.
I'm confused. Like that's why I said like I'm almost to the point now to where I want to blindly submit my records. Like I want one of y'all niggas to submit it under y'all's name, and I just want to see. When I sent him my record, he was like, "Oh shit." He was like, "You got it this week." Like
I did.
I didn't think Hillen was gonna get the job done.
I
don't even know what healing is.
I don't know what healing is either.
But when I see Anniversary and Pretty Brown Eyes, I'm like, he got his place back.
Condition is a different type of group.
Yeah. But
they got some
Anniversary is a pander.
It's super pander.
how's it a pander? Like we was doing groups. Like what did y'all want me to put on there?
You didn't pander.
You just blaze.
Niggas got in their blaze bag this week.
Oh, fire.
This is hella.
I'm sorry.
This is
I
hella.
didn't know what it was, but that's fine.
I'm like,
Hey, Jackie,
first
listen,
time
baby,
I
you
got,
can
yeah, because he walked out of heaven is crazy.
It's crazy. But we talked about that on the show last week.
Did we?
Walked out of heaven.
Oh, so you kind of EP this?
No,
No, I wouldn't say that.
no.
I think you might have mentioned walked out of heaven. Or we were talking about you having.
Subliminals.
No, I didn't.
You know,
I didn't
Listen, you can't do a group without doing a jacket in. I didn't think that was gonna fly. I thought somebody else was gonna pick it for real. And I was surprised. Like, okay.
Yeah, lucky me. I went to the 80s bag.
This nigga, I'm gonna be honest. He
Dare to be different.
cheated.
Wins
I'm about to
again.
say,
He cheated.
He hit his people up because it's just like, bro, niggas ain't tapped into no records. Let's really
Hey,
call it what
that's
it is.
because it's
Let's call it what it
crazy.
is, bro. I've been trying to
Niggas was walking around in
Let's
diapers
really
or not
call it
even
what it
born.
is, bro.
Race, I'm confused.
Trav did the clap. Trav hit his people up and was like, "Oh, get on the, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me." Because ain't no fucking
So
way.
you say he was
niggas-
politicking?
Selective politicking, like you love to do.
It was just amazing, like the response
You
to his
feel me?
records.
And it was crazy how it like it's like the fourth quarter he just took off. This nigga went from like
Nah, yeah.
like that's what I'm saying. It was crazy how the votes was coming in too. I'm like, hold up, what the fuck is going on? How all of a sudden this nigga everybody just loving Travis list all of a sudden at the same time? Things to make you say, let's really talk about it.
Hey, you came in the last
Let's really
fourth
talk
quarter.
about it.
Little crazy.
Trav Curry with the pop.
That old ass list, bro.
It's old as fuck.
That wasn't supposed to fly, bro.
He was supposed to come in dead last, man.
I'm glad it happened.
Bring that old
because
Trav.
it did.
Bring that old Trav. I'm not rolling with
I'm
that.
glad it happened because if he would have came in dead last,
Right, we would've-
He
yeah.
might not have submitted a record.
Me and Oshak graduated same class. We didn't.
Yeah, man, let's just call it what it is. Translation was some bullshit, but whatever. Hey,
It worked. Salute.
shout out to everybody interactive, man. Listen.
Nah, Reese voted for who? Reese voted for this shit?
He gave it a try.
You have to try?
Yeah, he twice, 2 weeks in a row. His own brother. So good.
But that just goes to show you that I don't pander.
Right.
I don't go.
That just
I
goes
don't
to show
need-
you me and your brother
Nah,
no more.
Nah, that just goes to show you.
We older, nigga. We know what we like, nigga.
I don't activate the cheat code like he like to say.
So I'm thinking this week, though, I might jump into the super old school bag, like, you know, 'cause
Obviously, it works.
listen, it's working for Trav. I don't know. I'll fuck around and won't submit records next week, man. I'm staying. I'm tight.
I got some Motown records for you.
I'm tight.
I got my
But I
Motown
did.
bag heavy if you need some Motown records, you know.
I got an idea. They ain't about to drink this over.
Oh, shit, what's up, Joe?
I got an idea. I want to give one of our listeners weekly.
Well, somebody did submit records.
A shout?
Yeah, I want to do 4 records. I mean,
Who
I want
was
to
it? Shout out to
4 records.
Ryan. He actually submitted records. Matter of fact, I'll read his list if I can find it. But yeah, he definitely salute to Ryan. You know, being locked in and engaging with us like that.
That's dope. Somebody submitted records.
Yeah, he's something to make.
Find it. So what's your thoughts with this week coming up? What we want to do? How y'all feeling about it? Damn, I can't find it. Right here.
So we rolling with my idea that I submitted, or
Yeah.
what we rolling with?
What was your idea? I'm sorry, I don't forgot.
I said we're gonna do, since Blaze was the only one to put a lady group, a woman group, that we do all women's.
I have been getting the pressure on me about women. They
All
didn't
women's
necessarily
group
say
R&B.
R&B. They were saying women in rap. You know what I mean? All that, like, you know. And I think we done kind of. I know I've had the brat.
Do y'all want to
Lil'
do
Kim.
solo and group or group? Because there really ain't that many groups. Like there is.
It's a lot of groups.
For women?
Yes.
Yeah, there's probably about 8 of them. How many y'all got? Craig, how many y'all got?
I'm saying like SWV, you got 702, you got Destiny.
I'm not counting 702. Y'all, I mean,
Gotta
I
skate.
You got a
Wait,
skate.
7-2 got a banger that you can put on the list.
yeah. Super
it
banger.
on this, for real.
I understand.
There's more R&B, female R&B groups in this.
Niggas gonna put
No,
Spice
you
Girl.
think so?
3 on dub.
It's not
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
You're getting promises, you're fucking promises.
I don't know. Should we do
Brownstone,
some
Changing Faces,
Jade,
Jade,
Moke and
Total,
Steph, we
Black,
gotta throw them on there
Groove
too.
Theory, Moke and stuff? I thought Moke and stuff was one person.
Danity
I thought
Kane.
it was. I love that.
That's all we got you want to say. Janae,
you like that again?
Allure, Fifth Element.
They had great writing. Same way I love Day 26. You know, Brian Michael Cox got busy on that.
My Cox is a genius.
TLC is the best-selling American female group.
No, Becker. We ain't debating that.
yes.
Only second to Spice Girls.
And the Spice Girls was super duper non-talented as well.
They were.
Not a non-talented.
Oh, Spice Girls is absolutely not talented.
I'm talking about TLC.
I'm just saying, like TLC, it was manufactured. You know what I mean? You had Dallas Austin doing what he did. You had
Shit, you got Brian Michael Cox doing what he do.
Pebbles.
you
you know
got
what I mean?
Pebbles and
LA
them
Reid
doing
on that, you know.
Yeah, they had literally the machine, nigga. Like,
And them hoes got sidekicks, Suzuki's. Like,
yeah, they work at Target.
yeah, shout out to Mac 10, man. He knew what he was doing with T-Bias.
What they doing with it?
He back. Like, they was married.
Shout
man.
out.
They
Yeah.
had kids and shit.
Poetry.
He's beating her up too.
Lotion.
Niggas
The
wild.
views. That's not what I was shouting out. Flowetry.
So, yes,
Dope, bro. They got
classic.
all you gonna do is. So that's what I'm saying though. Like, you got some groups where they have a song that's bigger than the group.
Yeah.
You know what I
Poetry
mean?
has more than one song, though. Reese.
What's other songs that you would even go to for Flowetry?
Poetry has.
I'm not disputing that they don't have. I'm just asking.
Butterflies.
That's Michael Jackson's joint.
She wrote
No.
And she sung it first.
That's a
It's
banger.
getting late.
What's that?
Classic.
you gotta
Oh,
be.
classic.
know
Classic. Classic.
What is it? You know that?
You don't know that? They don't know.
I mean, I ain't listen. I'm not gonna say that like I'm tapped into
I was, Flowetry was part of that,
a lot of that shit that I didn't have nothing to do with.
that Neo Soul. You want to get Neo Soul
It's
back?
scenarios.
yeah. It's definitely very good scenarios.
For sure.
So I mean, yeah, I'm all for it. If y'all want to do women in R&B, we can definitely do that.
Yeah, we can just do women R&B.
Cool.
Y'all copping out. Y'all can do groups.
We can do groups. I just don't think it's that many records. 16 records is a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna be looking at that list. It's gonna be a struggle. No,
That's
they
just shot
don't.
at 30.
Yeah, a lot of these groups got multiple records you can choose from.
And Bo got
I'm
the
telling y'all
third.
now, I'm not picking. All right, let me get some hate off. Let me get some hate off. Let me get some hate off.
Burn it up under yourself.
It's because this is burning. Listen, Destiny's Child as a group, like I went back and I look at their essentials.
Don't you fucking do
that.
it.
Hey,
Don't you fucking do it, not on my
All
watch.
the times that you done paid, you about to undo it.
Don't you do it.
Destiny's Child shit ain't that hot.
Oh,
You're drunk.
They're about to get average.
This shit is
You're
bubblegum.
Wow.
wrong.
The women about
Listen,
to get average.
go
You're
to Apple
wrong.
Music, wherever you want to do, and just
I
look
was
at
there
things,
last week.
and just with the records that pop up for them. Like you look at it, it's like it's moments. You know what I mean? Like it's big records. Like I think y'all confusing what I'm saying. Like they're just not records right now.
Their
That
singles were nuts.
yeah, like but they're
Their
trendy.
body-
They trendy records is what I'm saying. Like
So you don't like them because if they big records, you don't like them. You don't like Bills, Bill, Bill. You don't like Survivor. You don't like Jumping,
No.
Cater to You.
no, I like
Soulja.
Cater to You. I like Cater to You. Soldier was cool because of the T.I. and Wayne.
Who you listen?
No, get that
Girl
shit.
was crazy.
Who?
Girl.
Yeah, girls crazy.
Girl's crazy.
Thanks.
I don't even know.
Then just
Say
when
My
love
Name
was
is
crazy.
phenomenal to me.
Say my name, yeah. I
Phenomenal.
don't think it's phenomenal.
Dangerous in Love.
Dangerous in Love is
I thought that was
insane
Beyonce.
classic.
This is what you do. This is
Hey,
what
what
you
you
do.
do?
Hey, this is what you
Hey,
do.
this is what this nigga do,
I don't think
bro.
it's phenomenal. Oh, so y'all think it's phenomenal? Y'all think all this shit is phenomenal?
Reese does this every show, bro. There's no mercy.
Bugaboo.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, they got a lot of records like If I Never Hear Them Again.
Is she the reason? Shout out to
I
Trap Day.
love it. I
Shout
love
out
that.
to Mike Wonder.
But
Yeah, you can't front on that. You can't.
oh no, I know, I love that record. But that's what I'm saying. All them other records, they was almost like the female version of Eminem, like with that single coming out, just a big ass gimmicky
You
single.
stressing my nigga out right now.
Let's talk about it. Like we got a couple
Female
minutes.
version of Eminem because they have big singles.
I'm talking
Come
about
on,
the. I'm
Reese.
talking about the lead single.
Oh my God! You gotta look at the time and the era, bro. Like,
Listen, we can debate or we can argue this, like, but let's do it. Like, don't just say, "Come on, Reese." Tell me. I've said what I've said. Now I'm waiting on y'all to say something.
Well, I named 12 records just now, Reese. That's fire.
Fire.
To the majority of the masses. If you don't like
So
them,
Bootylicious is fire.
no, it's not fire.
Bills is fire.
It's fire.
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 Say my name is fire.
Super fire.
Like you
Bills
said, Kendrick
is
was
fire.
Fire, Reese. I mean, doesn't matter how many times you ask me.
I don't think you. Is
Pay my
is that fire,
bills,
Des?
you pay the telephone bill, you pay my automobile.
That's not fire.
That's a wild record right there. Boy, this is wild.
Bootylicious is wild. Super wild. It's not fire.
It's not fire.
Yeah,
Like,
that's okay. That's one record, Reese.
That's one.
Soldier, fire.
Fire.
Cater to You, fire. Say My Name, fire. Survivor, I'm cool with Survivor to be honest.
I'm cool. Jumpin' fire.
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Jump back, jump back.
Shout out to Bow Wow on the remix.
Yeah, shout out to Bob on the remix, yes.
Listen, no shade to Destiny's Child. I love them young
No
ladies.
shade. You just.
But I'm just saying, like, the same thing. Like, it's the trail. I can't believe that you. This just goes to show your bias, though, because you really love Beyonce and You and the Hive. Like, because they're manufactured the same way TLC was. Like, it's the same formula.
No, fire.
Yes. Both versions.
Both versions.
Both versions.
Yeah,
This is the remix.
fire.
The difference between, I understand manufacturer.
Right.
The difference is Beyonce's vocals and T-Bob's.
So that's what you base it off of, Beyonce being able to sing.
Yeah, Beyonce's look like. She
Fair
can
enough, I
sing.
respect that.
Like Kelly can sing too. And
All of them could.
Kelly had a pretty good solo career as well.
Yes, she did. It's just in the shadow of Beyonce. So
Listen, I'm fine with being out there on that ledge by myself.
you like Lose My Breath? Did you like that?
Hell no, that's.
I do like
Can
it.
you keep up? So y'all just love everything they do, like.
No, that's not true. I just told you that Bootylicious was trash.
But you like Lose My Breath?
I do.
I ain't no singer. What is that?
That was on Destiny Fulfilled.
All right, so we're gonna do a salute to the women of R&B. And
Yeah,
we'll
figure it out.
We'll figure it out whether it be groups or
Solo.
solo acts. However it be, it's gonna be all women. 16
Because
tracks.
really ain't.
It's not a,
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Yeah,
Because there's a rapper in the singer.
yeah. So, all right, we'll figure it out.
y'all think Flow's a stretch?
Yeah, because it was a rapper, one rapper and one singer.
Okay. So that wouldn't that eliminate? I thought I heard one more group that y'all had named.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't think it's gonna be no Floetry on that list anyway.
Yeah, no, it would have been.
Think so?
Yeah, I mean,
Say Yes would be a type of record that I would choose.
yeah, so then you would put him on the list, right?
No, not if I only got 4 records. That's what I'm saying. Like when you only got 4 records, the process of elimination and what we trying to do,
You not fucking with Say Yes?
Huh?
You think that's a classic record?
Yeah, you can't deny that. I feel you know.
Can't deny it. I mean the fucking listeners, they'll deny it. You know what I mean? We see how they vote.
You don't know.
Just never know how they
Trying to
feel.
figure them niggas out is crazy.
And Blaze put on this list to be fired though.
Hey, I want to submit my records through him.
They seem pretty simple to figure out to me.
All right, man. So listen, we off the playlist. Let's get into some other shit. You know, right off the back, I seen some shit in Columbus that was kind of disturbing. Is it? Well, I mean,
Yeah, wrap it up.
I seen some shit that was kind of disturbing. I don't know if they're classified as Nazis, but it
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
I seen that shit.
A demonstration group that was outside. At first, when I saw the first clip, I thought it was here in Columbus.
At Land Grant.
Land Grant. I thought it was a clip from another state or another city.
Felt like another city too.
I'm like, yeah, so I didn't give it that much. Yeah, and then I started seeing people that I knew that was actually down there posting videos. So they did a demonstration in front of a LGBTQ, is that right?
Yep.
They did a demonstration in front of please excuse me.
The letters?
Yeah, like no shade or nothing. I honestly didn't know it. We can consider them a hate group, right? That's what it is.
The Nazis.
They're the Nazis. Yeah. But I mean, that's the reason why I'm saying that though, Trav, because like it wasn't necessarily titled as they were Nazis. They had a name that they was being called up under, but I did see the what's it called, the swastika, or how do you pronounce that?
Swastika.
Yeah, I seen that symbolism, and then what I did notice is that all the guys was fully covered. Like you couldn't see anything. They had masks on, then they had glasses on top.
They don't want you to know where they work at. They
Right.
get fired and all that stuff.
You know what I mean? So it was real coward-like of what they did. But how do y'all feel about that in 2023 to look up and see that in your own backyard, a Nazi demonstration in front of a LGBTQ festival / fundraiser, because they was doing a fundraiser for kids that's kind of like been displaced, or homeless kids that's been kind of picked on or just been outcast. So that's what the event was all about. And I guess this group took it upon themselves to show up to demonstrate, because you know what's going on in the country. They got a lot.
Racism is still high.
Racism is at a crazy high, point right now. But also in the educational system, they're feeling the way of transgenders being teachers, and they saying that these people shouldn't be able to teach the young, and it's being a bad influence. So seeing that, with all that said, and again, I'm not all the way clear on everything. How do y'all feel about this being 2023 and this being right here in our own backyard? Like, how does that make you feel?
I mean, to me, it's just clarification that racism's still alive, and you can
never die.
Yeah, you can hide behind masks. He ain't hide behind no mask, but you know what I'm saying. Racism's still alive, and the difference is, for the black community, I guess, it wasn't towards us this time, so it's just like, I don't know if people really care, Reese, because I didn't see a lot of talk about it. I just followed a couple people that were, their people are transgender, so
right.
They were posting it a lot. But yeah, man, these people that hide behind these masks are people that work with you, people that you see every day. These people feel this way.
I'm surprised nobody ran up and tried to snatch, a mask off. And that's the thing too that was kind of bothering to me, is how peaceful, the crowd was. Not saying, I'm not trying to say that the niggas should have invoked, a riot or nothing, but like we've seen protests where niggas is marching because of, the blood in the streets of niggas being killed and the police presence and,
Yeah, that's what always be weird to me. I've never understood like how they get police escorts and all types of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, when other type of protests taking place, it's like it's heightened and they shooting rubber bullets.
All that shit.
Could it be the presence of black people wasn't that?
They scared of us. Let's be clear.
I guess that's how I'm trying to put it. Like they said, because if it was a bunch of black people doing that shit,
imagine if the Black Panthers show up somewhere.
Granted, I'm pretty sure like when they be doing those type of demonstrations, they be going through the proper channels to get that.
Oh yeah, because the people is the channels, nigga.
Absolutely.
Oh man, it's just I don't know, man. That type of stuff, it be bothering me, but it's just like I don't know. I guess you could say I'm just kind of like numb to it. It's just like this ain't
somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for one, we live in Ohio. Like, are we surprised? Like,
nope.
We still a minority.
But I mean, I was surprised because at first, like I said, when it first came across my line, it said Ohio. But then when I saw Columbus, I'm like, that kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. Like, oh shit.
But also too, I just feel like the climate of the country in these last couple of years is like, I feel that they feel like we got to make our presence known because we're
losing control. We're losing our grip.
Yeah, we're not
And that's how white people really feel.
They're losing, they're like, they don't fear us no more. You feel me? So.
Yeah. It's something to definitely keep, because, land grant is a popular summer place. Shout out to O'Sharp. You've been doing his event there. You know what I'm saying?
That's where his event,
Yeah, he's been doing that, and it's going to start up again. So land grant is a popular location. So it's going to be interesting moving forward how the LGBTQ, whatever, how they move, and how the Nazis or whatever the racist white people move, because it's like a melting pot there. You know what I'm saying?
Should we have smoke for land grant? Like, because again, like I get this. Maybe they were demonstrating or protesting that. Maybe that's public.
Yeah, I think because they was outside.
They was outside. It was a street, so you can't.
Well, they was right on the sidewalk, like right in front of the.
Can't do nothing about it.
Can't do nothing.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. From a lot of standpoints, you know what I'm saying? Like how the police are going to, if they have to, protect them, or if they don't give a fuck.
Do y'all think?
Or since it's not black people and we not making a big scene of it on social media, then will it just fade away?
Let me ask y'all this: should a hate group be allowed to be able? I don't give a fuck if it's public spacing or not. Like, should they be allowed to get out there and have that type of presence and even strike fear? Because I'm sure some people are scared.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like Travis said, that's a popular landmark. People be down there with their families and stuff. And also too, it's right there downtown. So,
right. Like you said, it's a melting pot.
So you got people just casually moving up and down.
I didn't see it.
It was crazy.
Did they have their face covered?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm about to show you the video.
Full, they was in black and red.
That's what's keeping them straight. It's because they not putting their face out there. Because as soon as their face goes out there, they're gonna lose their jobs and everything.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they covering their face.
Well, the leader, he clearly don't give a fuck.
There's a couple people that didn't have masks on, but most of them did. You feel me?
And they was chanting the whole time too. Some type of chant that they was doing. Either way, it was sickening. I hate looking up, being able to see some shit like that, and then on top of it being in your own backyard, it kind of leave a sour taste. Like, God damn.
Reese, I'm with you. But in the Constitution, what the Constitution says is you're allowed to do that. The thing is that in the world that we live in today, if you know who it is, they're out of here. Right? Like that's where we're at with social media and things like that. So that's the reason why they cover themselves up. But, freedom of speech is freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Even
so
if it's ignorant.
Also, some shit that I seen, like, I got a whole bunch of little random shit, so we're gonna be all over the place. Rest in peace to Jerry Springer, man. I saw that, he passed away over the week. Iconic person, in media.
It's down when you suspended from school.
Also, he's an Ohio guy. You know what I mean?
Mayor of Cincinnati.
Yeah, former mayor of Cincinnati. But again, Jerry Springer raised a lot of us. You know what I mean? I know it was, garbage TV considered, to most. Yeah. But that's just what that era was. It's very entertaining. For I think to an extent, Jerry Springer, like, we kind of identified him as being on our side, like an ally, right?
Oh yeah, he was definitely for
That's
us.
how we see Jerry. So losing him, that was a huge loss. I'm just wondering how y'all feel about it. If it mattered to y'all at all, or if you got any moments that you can identify with. We ain't got to stay here too long, but
I mean, it's sad just because it's like Jerry Springer, like damn, Jerry Springer died, like damn, I fuck with Jerry.
Right.
But outside of that, it's like
very few people who you identify moments in your life with. Like when Stuart Scott passed away, it affected me because, and I'm like, I'm Mr. Not affected by people who I don't know passing away. But when you come to the Stuart Scotts, who I was on my TV every morning for a decade, or Jerry Springer, who was on my TV every day for 2 decades. I mean, between him and Maury,
Maury.
They're two
I seen a lot of people posting Maury thinking it was Jerry.
Well, let me ask y'all this, because again, I think we all are in agreement that Jerry Springer meant a lot to us coming up, and it's just something that we grew up with. But do you feel slightly away at all about the content of what was put out there in the portrayal of who it was mostly about. Like, cause a lot of that shit, I mean, he had a lot of white trash on there, but he also had a lot of us on there
I think it was kind of even.
in a bad light. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with you, Try.
I think it was kind of even.
So I mean, does that make it cool because it was even?
I don't know. I don't know if it make it cool, but I didn't feel like he was pandering for one side more than the other. I just felt like he just showed trash America.
He dished it out.
And that's what
Even.
it was.
And he was funny as fuck. Like Jerry would like don't get a lot of credit for being funny. Like his little
Super
clips
witty.
and little quotes would be hilarious.
Yeah, so.
And he put on Steve-O. What's his name? Steve-O?
Yeah, Steve-O and oh no, yeah, Steve Wilco. Steve Wilco. Yeah. Steve-O is somebody else. Yeah, I think so. Stone Cold Steve-O. Also, in other sad news, Harry Belafonte, he passed away. 96 years old, I believe. 96. Lived an incredible life. Now, people kept saying, you know, when they was giving him credit as far as his passing away, they was like, you know, not only an actor but a singer, like so.
Yeah, Mr. Dale.
Activist.
Yeah.
Big time activist.
He ain't fuck with hip hop though.
He ain't fuck with hip hop. Why you keep saying that, Trey? Like, what?
He's an ambassador. It's hip hop.
But I'm curious though, like, what?
He thought it portrayed a negative image of black people.
I can't be mad at nobody who comes from his era being an
Oh
activist.
yeah, of course.
It's like, come on, like, I was out here really in the streets going
Yeah.
So when y'all do see, and so this is one of the moments in the show where we can just, you know, kind of go elsewhere with it, because, like you said, it's about eras and where people come from. Recently, Steve Harvey just sat down with Shannon Sharp. First off, I want to put on record that I'm tired of Shannon Sharp and Steve Harvey. Like, I want both of their face.
What's up? What happened?
Shannon Sharp.
He said he didn't use the actual toilet until he was like 22 years old. So he's in the league.
Cap. He's lying. I saw Shannon Sharp walking through the airport with like a Yorkie, the Capri's on, and like I just don't know who Shannon Sharp is no more. But this ain't even really about Shannon Sharp. It's more so Steve Harvey. Do y'all think Steve Harvey be pandering? Like, do y'all believe?
He's always a pander.
But do y'all believe it though? Like, I mean, I get that you're saying that he's a pandering king, but
He's a Cleveland nigga. I believe it.
the views again.
It's an unsolicited shot of Cleveland just now. But no reason.
Right.
We just lost to the Knicks. We knew that.
Yeah, that's on the docket too. But so Steve Harvey was saying it's the ongoing conversation. What does a woman bring to the table? Which is, I think, is a dumb conversation. Like, I've never had that conversation with a woman, and I never will. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the conversation from either angle. You know what I mean? But he did say something that I thought was super valid, and I've never heard nobody say this, and I was like, this shit dead the conversation. When he said, you keep asking a woman what the fuck she brings to the table. Like, nigga, she can birth another one of you. That should be the end of it. I thought that was profound. Like, oh shit, I like that, and I've never heard nobody say that, and that should be the end of the discussion. But how do y'all feel about that statement? Like,
man. Listen, man. I really, I know that it's a hot topic. I know it's a lane for people to create content and people. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but what I don't like.
Nigga, recently do that shit all the time. Recently, like.
Yeah, I know, like, I'm not really a big fan of like the relationship topics on social media, right? Like, I mean, I get it, right? These are conversations that need to be had, but I be feeling like.
Do they need to be had though?
No, I don't feel like they necessarily need to
Coming
be had.
from
like
the niggas
other
with a podcast, but go ahead.
I don't know, man.
Who love the topics?
Yeah, I don't know.
for the
I
content.
don't know. I just be feeling like I feel like a lot of times when that particular topic comes up, I feel like a lot of times niggas be capping. Like niggas don't be living what they talking about. They be pandering.
How do y'all feel about the niggas though? That is an emphasis on them wanting to know what a woman brings to the table. Like, it's kind of getting to the point like I'm bothered with it because it's almost like
I'm not into that type of shit, man. Like I feel like that's the problem. It's too much competition within relationships. Like it shouldn't be like that. You feel what I'm saying? Look, you're gonna have to have conversations, right? Whoever your partner is, when you find that person or that potential person, right? You gotta have conversations. You gotta have real conversations. Communication rules the nation, right? But I feel like a lot of times what be happening is I feel like sometimes within these conversations, then the conversation is had outside of the house, right? And then people are getting fed this information from people that really don't be having your best judgment, or really, you know what I mean, or they get information from people that's just like, how you gonna listen to this person and they're failing in their relationship, or they've never had a successful relationship. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they can't give you good insight, right? But it's like, I don't know. I feel like some people can kind of get jaded by that, like, oh damn, that person is right, so I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. The shit can get tricky. It can be a slippery slope, man. So, but that whole like, what do you bring to the table and all that shit, man? Like, that's whack. I feel like find somebody that works for you. Y'all create a game plan that works for y'all, and y'all's game plan may not necessarily be the game plan for the masses or the game plan that works for somebody else. But whatever works for your household, like, do that shit and do that to the highest highest capacity.
Des, I agree with what you said 100%. I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate.
Okay, let's do it.
A little bit. So with the expectations of men, right? We've had many people
Protect,
podcasts
provide,
where it's like, so you want the man to pay all the bills? I'm cool with that. That's cool. What do you bring? And a woman would just say in the past on our show, they'd be like, oh, I'm gonna clean up the house and fuck him.
I'm gonna suck his dick all night.
Yeah, and it's like,
I don't want that. No, thank you.
And then what you say? Like, we like, I can cook better than you anyway.
But
I can clean my
like,
own house.
I mean, it's more than that though. Like that shit get old quick.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I think all of it get old though. Like, again, like,
it's really a trash situation.
it's super.
All of it do get old, but that's why it's important to. I feel like you gotta always find ways to reinvent your relationship.
Right.
You know
What
what I'm
they
saying?
say-
Because if you continue to just you reach that plateau, you continue to just ride that wave. Eventually, like the highs is going to become lows, right? You know what I'm saying? So how do you fix that? But the only way that you can fix that is by having the fucking conversations to fix it. You feel me? Holding shit in, not saying nothing.
What's the quote again?
So what? Communication rules the nation.
Like,
You feel what I'm saying? I listen. Anybody that I know that has been that are in long-term relationships, long-term marriages, successful relationships, successful marriages, they gonna tell you, shit. We've had highs, we've had dumb lows, but what kept us together is the communication. You feel what I'm saying? It's like putting this shit on the table, putting my wants and needs on the table. How do we fix that? But also too, what I feel like a lot of times, listen, for us is, I feel like a lot of times women forget that we as men have wants and needs too. And I feel like a lot of that shit is put to the back burner. Like, I hear you, but like, I need my wants and needs met, and
then we can negotiate.
yeah, and I'll meet yours when I get to it. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask you this, Des. As far as, you know, you saying the man having wants and needs, is that something that we should be voicing to your partner?
We got to.
Or
because if not, I feel like you never gonna be fulfilled.
But are you expecting your partner? So I guess, I think some women, not all, you know, some women think coming into it that as a man, I don't know. I don't think I want to have this conversation. I don't. No, we won't. Yeah, positive. Positive. Yeah, I ain't going there.
Walk on in there.
I don't want to have a conversation. We'll talk, because I really don't know how I want to deliver it right now, so I don't want to come off sounding crazy about it. We will revisit it at some point. Shit, yeah, that kind of stumped me. But I did have some real talk that I want to get into. We're going to say that for a second. Trav sent me a clip that I want us to discuss, but I want to get into some entertainment. I did notice over the weekend as well, looks like a lot of spinning the block is what's going on with a lot of heavyweights in the industry. So I seen We watched the fight last week, Tank and Ryan Garcia. But what made a lot of the press was Nelly and Ashanti. And I love it for them, absolutely. But then I also seen a day later a guy that's in the same camp with Nelly, one of his dogs, Jermaine Dupri, was on stage with Janet Jackson in Atlanta. Now, it makes sense to bring out JD. He's the mayor of Atlanta, But everybody knows about their history, them having a relationship, and they ain't been rocking for years. Yeah, so for her to bring JD out on top of what Nelly did with Ashanti, it was like, oh, it's that time, it's that season, spin the block. So what I wanted to present to the fellas was spinning the block and how we feel about it. My thing is that if it's not something that's too detrimental to what we was doing, like if we didn't cross the lines, if we didn't cross the lines to where it's just super critical, I think it's fair game. Like I might would entertain that. There's a couple people who I would love to potentially, pull back up on at some point. And not just strictly because it's sexual, but the mental as well. The sex definitely helps, it definitely plays a huge role. But I don't even know if that was a topic last week. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I want to get your thoughts on that as well. When the chick says, all you want to do is fuck me, But let's get back to the spin the block, and how do y'all feel about? Right, that's what I was like, eh? Like your man said, like so what? You're right. Your point. So as far as spinning the block goes, what's the criteria? Like, is there any type of restrictions? Like,
I don't know, man. It depends, man. It depends. Like, but also too, it depends on the relationship, because like, some people you might have messed with, but y'all ain't really had no relationship, right? Like y'all really wasn't together. So like, would you really consider that spinning the block? Like if you about to mess with them on some like serious shit.
Spin the block and spin the block.
Hey, listen, literally, like you was hitting her at one point, you stopped hitting her, and then
spin the
3
block.
months later, you spent the block.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So look,
I'm an advocate of that. I love that. I love that for you, King.
There's some people that, there's some
Spin
people
back.
that I ain't
Reverse.
I ain't tripping. You feel what I'm saying?
Rewind.
But then there's backwards like
Yeah,
I guess I'm with you, Reese. Like, there's some people that I can't really.
Can't get out your system, King.
I can't see it happening. You know what I'm saying? Just where I'm at.
I got 2 people off top of my head that I can think of. Like, not only would I not spin the block, like I might spin it and start dumping at you.
The mic one. Yeah, I forgot I got the mic one.
Yeah, I forgot too.
Yeah, I'm my chair. I'm like, what the fuck? I forgot I got the mic on.
Yeah, nah. I got.
We mic'd up. We professionals over here.
I got a couple people that if I spent the block, it definitely wouldn't be to try to rekindle anything. It would be to shoot that motherfucker up.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, look,
Damn, King Von.
where I'm at right
Monster
now, man.
out
Like,
here.
I just ain't. I ain't got no time to play.
So let me ask y'all this: Do y'all
like if we ain't really about to like?
Do y'all think the one could possibly be somebody that was in your past?
Yes.
No. All forward with you, like if it was there, I'm leaving it there. It was a moment in time. It's time to move on from it.
Because the lessons that I'm learning from the whole situation, I'm choosing worse.
So is that how you look at it though? That it would be choosing worse, like to go backwards to it?
I mean, listen, don't do it. I'm not trying to do it. Like, please don't take this to me saying I ain't never.
Yeah, we ain't saying that.
Rock has been spent for decades at some point.
As it should. Continue on, King.
Keep living.
but at this point in my life, man, I'm in a different space than even my podcast brothers right now.
I didn't finish that.
I'm trying to get it out of it.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Me and my dog.
No. Not me.
I'm with you, no. No, don't try to jump out now. I'm trying to get you out of it.
You in this bus. I'm just like, I'm with Blaze, bro. Like, I don't, like, just where I'm at.
Wholesome too down here.
I want to see shit.
We said we not spinning the block. How's that wholesome?
Yeah, I mean, call it what you want to call it. I'm just on some shit. You know what I mean? I ain't got time. Look.
So
I ain't got time to keep playing.
So let me ask you. No, see y'all looking at it as no. See, no, I don't like the negative spin that y'all put on it.
No, I mean I'm just speaking for me.
Because what if a young lady? No, I get what you're saying, but what if a young lady comes back into your life? Her shit is all the way together now, and she's coming correct, and she can even identify where her flaws was, where y'all went wrong, and she's like, you know what?
Reese, I'm not saying Blaze is the one that's
saying
that's
okay.
Off that's completely
okay, my fault.
All I'm saying is that whoever it is coming this way, I'm not playing. Like,
you saying like
yeah,
I get what you're saying. My fault.
I'm not playing. So if we gonna be on the games, if we go on the bullshit, just stay away from me, cause you know what I'm saying. My mental is gentle, bro.
Yeah. But Reese, to be honest, to be fair to myself, you asked me a specific question. You saying, do I feel like I miss
something in the past, right? Yeah. So, two different questions. Yeah.
Two different questions. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't feel like I'm missing a ton. And then here's the thing: a lot of times when you spin a block, you don't spin the block a numerous amount of times. What happens?
Same old shit.
And then you remember like, oh, this is why I wasn't fucking with you. I forgot. This is why I don't fuck with you. Oh, okay, let me go on about my business. And that's really what happens. So when are we gonna make the decision and be like, you know what, like if I spend a block for a physical reason, cool. But on some relationship like shit, like it's probably not it's a no-go for me.
But what if it was just like, what if the relationship didn't end, like it really wasn't bad, it was just kind of like what Reese saying, like what if there was just like a communication bit, like there was just a misunderstanding.
And she came back.
And she came back all the way right now.
And it's just like, and y'all had a separation.
Or you was wrong. Like, I don't want to keep putting the blame on
whoever it is, right? Yeah. Y'all had a separation and then y'all coming back and it's just like, look, both people can identify like, okay, I could have did this better, I could have did this better. It's like, nah.
Maturity, growth, like what we talked about earlier.
I'm fresh out. Like, y'all gotta
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm, like it's. But also, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, what I don't like about this topic, though, Reese, it's so many different scenarios that can be placed with it. So,
right.
like,
absolutely.
For everybody, it's going to be different. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying. I'm just going to speak for me personally. I'm not saying that it's totally off limits. You know what I mean? I'm not opposed to it, but my thing is, like I said, with just where I'm at, though, is like I'm just not. I don't have no more time to play. You feel what I'm saying? That's just what I'm saying. And it ain't even about the relationship. It's just like just with life period. Like, I ain't getting no younger. Like, I got some shit that I'm doing. I got goals I'm trying to accomplish. Like, I'm just on some other shit. So, if whoever it is, if you may be listening out there, if we gonna do this, we gotta do this for real on all home fronts. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
So that's where you at with it right now. Like, you. So it sounds like, you know what I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, like you at a space in your time now where it's like, I'm not really trying to figure things out. Like I want, if it don't look like this, if this ain't what, like if our end goal ain't X, Y, and Z, whatever you see that to be, then I'm cool on it.
Yeah, because it's just like, bro, like, I just got shit I'm trying to
different type of talk.
I'm on, so it's just like, and I'm not opposed to, you know, trying to do. I mean, that's the ideal for me. It's like I would love to do it with someone, but it's just like we gotta both be on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's got to be more than physical. Like, we got to be on the same page, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Amen.
That's where it's at.
Spin the block is comfortable. I feel like it's comfortable being long term. I don't know how successful. You would like to think that sometimes you can grow outside of a relationship and then you can break it. I mean, it's happening. It's not far-fetched.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that concept is for, you know what I mean? I don't want to, you know, be closed-minded to that, you know what I mean? Because like you said, you know, circumstances and people, things change. And you would hope for the best. And I think we was having this conversation off mic, you know what I mean, about growth and maturity. You know what I mean? I'm not pausing that, I'm sorry. Right. And that's the thing, like, you know what I mean, I guess I'm saying I'm giving somebody the benefit of the doubt to prove me otherwise that, hey, you know what I mean, I've changed. Like, I know I might have did this or I might have been that, but.
Rita, a bigger conversation about this type of talk is really more about somebody actually being upfront and holding themselves accountable. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know how many people y'all deal with that feels that who don't even think, like most women, we had like our first show back here, a lot of women was in the building, they was just like, oh, no, it was them, I'm not the problem, but sometimes, I mean, both are y'all the problems.
Yeah, accountability is huge, and that's why I think that's the angle that I was looking at it from, like, where both parties is being accountable for their past actions. You know what I mean? When they stepping up, like, you know, before we even entertain this, like, let's first have a real conversation about where we went wrong, what caused it, and if it's something that we even want to.
Is this gonna be some fun?
You know what I mean? Like, cause, you know, again, like.
That's right. We getting too old for this shit.
But I want to address that too. Like, y'all keep taking me different places. I'm glad we doing that. What's it mean when we say we getting too old for something? Like, cause
in my opinion, with that, if you want a family and you want to settle down and be with one person, then that's literally what it means. Like, I'm too old to be playing with these chicks and having multiple chicks and dealing with that. You know, if my goal is to be with one person and settle down, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
A little bit. I don't know if I'm in full agreement. No, I ain't trying to be funny like that. I don't know. I asked that question because, you know, even we had this conversation, and I'm guilty of saying it. You know what I mean? Where I be like, man, I'm too old to be out and about doing this, or I'm too old to be doing that. Like, and it's like, it's not necessarily that you're too old to be doing it. Maybe you're too old to be involved with that demo. You know what I mean?
I have that. Circles and spaces is definitely.
I have that reservation about DJing. It's like, am I too old to be, you know?
No, you're providing a service.
I know, but sometimes I be feeling like I'm too old to be dealing. Like, I'm too old to be out till 1, 2 in the morning on a Saturday.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's our own mental fucking with us. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
But I look at it as a job. That's how I clarify it in my head.
Yeah, I work third shift now. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. You work third shift. And again, it's providing a service, but I get it. You know what I mean? We've been taught, you know, since the beginning of the time that marriage and everything, the family, you know, the big house, the fence is the goal, right? But that don't look the same for everybody going forward. You know what I mean? Like, we've saw that a lot of shit that was, you know, shoved down our throats, was not reality.
And that's what I'm saying. Look, and I agree. I'm not saying force anything. You know what I mean? I'm not saying force no situations or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like I'm just speaking about just the overall situation.
Yeah.
Like I think that's one thing that.
And I ain't going against what you said. I'm just saying the concept of it.
But
period.
I think as men, that's just one thing we kind of like overlook and take for granted. It's just like it's really like letting somebody in your space, like what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? And how important it is to have somebody that's in your space that's really got like your best interests in mind. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. How important is sacrifice in a relationship to you?
I mean, you gotta make some sacrifices.
It's up there, Trav.
It's up because if you're not willing to sacrifice, then the relationship isn't gonna work, and the sacrifice has to be on both ends.
And the word that goes along with that is compromise too, like which comes with sacrifice.
Yeah, you got to.
So let me ask you this, because I agree with what you're saying. So I mean, but if you meet a woman who you think is just that one, but the shit that she may be presenting to you to compromise or to sacrifice may be going against your integrity or your morals.
You gotta stop being friends with
you know what I mean? Like,
I want to ask you a question, but I don't want you to.
No, go ahead. What's up?
Can you give me an example, like something that you, without.
Say I was dating a young lady who maybe hated my mom.
Yeah, that's a no-go for you.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
And I'm questioning her.
Right. I mean, but I'm just giving.
Now that's an extreme.
Y'all think that's extreme? I think a lot of women do be hating.
But I'm saying, though, I mean, I'm not saying that's not a possibility, but I'm saying that's an extreme sacrifice.
Okay, what if you're dating somebody that doesn't get along with, say, your best friend and your best friend's female? I mean, or a lifelong friend that you consider family.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like this is my personal opinion.
Okay.
So with that being said, I guess you got to figure out, okay, what is it that they don't like? What's going on? What's taking place that they don't like?
What if it's just like jealousy?
She don't like the makeup of your best friend being a woman. Like,
yeah. But is it?
Do you compromise?
But hold up. But is it that you're doing? Is it that you're doing things that's putting her in this type of?
You calling your best friend at all hours of the night to confide on some shit that's going on, like what you do typically with a best friend.
So all right. So with that being said, it's like if that's, I mean, you got to figure out what's important. What is it to you? If the relationship is something to you, then you got to try to figure out, okay, how can I make this work on both ends? You feel what I'm saying? Like for sometimes. If you got
I think what Trav is saying though, like, should that person who you think is the one, should they put you in a position to where you have to pick?
But if you doing stuff to make them feel like that, then you got to figure.
But you ain't doing nothing but being a friend. Like I should stop being a friend.
Listen, I can't play because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would.
I can't say nothing because my problem child literally is upstairs.
If the shoe, how would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot? If they had a male best friend and they was doing.
It would definitely bother you, but you still would just have to trust your partner. Be like, you know what, I don't like it, but
so there's the sacrifice. Look, compromise, right?
No, you still tight about it, like.
But you willing to compromise to keep the relationship going, right?
Right, but I mean, the example that you just presented was saying, you was almost saying like you was against it because you said, what if it was the roles was reversed?
Right, because my thing is this. Okay, so I wanted to play devil's advocate because I wanted to hear how you would feel if you was on the opposite end. So with that answer that you just gave, okay, you might feel some type of way about it, but you are still willing to go forward with the relationship. Which i.e. you're compromising. You're making some type of sacrifice. You don't really feel it all the way, but you willing to work.
Yeah, right? that example that Trav gave didn't bother me at all. Like, cause
so all right, Mr. Davis.
Yeah.
What if the shoe was on the other foot? How would you feel?
I think Reese said it best. Like, you just gotta overlook it. Not overlook it like in a way, but. If I want to be with this person, then I'm gonna just deal with it.
So you're not gonna have no conversation. You're going to just sit back.
I mean, obviously we gotta have a conversation, but that's the compromise. Like, I'm gonna let you still, you know what I'm saying, keep the best friend.
Des, I don't think that this conversation is a deal breaker for guys. Like, if the woman has a male best friend, I don't see us opting out just because of that. Unlike a woman is more susceptible.
First off, I'm like, what, the nigga gay? Like, you know what I mean? That's how. Keep it a buck. Like, that's the first thing that a dude would think, right? You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. It's not. No, we ain't got. We good.
I'm with you, Blaze. Like, I'm not necessarily opting out, but there still has to be some respect and boundaries there.
No, I'm saying like you're feeling like you're not threatened by it because you feel like he don't even like you. Like that, not.
But sometimes there's. Even if you got boundaries, just because of how the female homie may look, it causes a problem. I got some homegirls who
that's trash. Like if they trash, like I don't give a fuck what y'all doing.
Listen, I got a
factory. Like I ain't intimidated by this motherfucker. You got a code.
I got a homegirl like Mr. Penguin from Batman, and then they don't.
You gotta stop. Yeah. Go ahead, timestamp that, bro. That's
wow. Yo. And then I got somebody upstairs who may have cheeks. It is what it is.
Definitely got cheeks. Yeah, the cheeks is there.
Yeah, see, right there on the edge, bro. Looking like a goddamn creep.
Damn, like I don't even know how we got there, but I love it. You know what I mean? Like I said, we normally venture off into some other topics. We about to. Here it is. So
it's a short show, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We kind of short. So I got this this clip. Shout out to Trav. He sent me this. I want us to discuss this, and you know, I'm just curious to see how niggas feel about this. I just want to play. Give me a second.
And they're actually so.
Okay.
We are in a day where dudes like attention, and they're actually so addicted to attention that they're afraid of being in a committed relationship because they're afraid of losing the DMs that they get. They like being the single guy that's kind of available that no one can really get. They love to be able to walk in.
I hate these pick me pandering ass niggas.
They love the way women kind of flirt with them. They are so addicted to it that they really don't want to give that up. And so they're saying, I'm having fun dating, even though I really don't want to get married. And that's like going on job interviews and never getting a check. So I don't understand. We are in a day where
So they think he just bodied that.
I don't like playing that voice.
So let's react to that. So, because I think I might be triggered or I might be feeling the way slightly towards that because maybe I can look at it and slightly identify with some of the shit that's being said because I'm single, right? Everybody knows that. Yeah, Trav is the views. Like I don't know what Trav is, ladies and gentlemen. I can only speak for myself. Okay. So, you got a fourth? Everybody else want to chime in?
Going
So, first off, like I said, I hate when I see guys put out this type of material, content, whatever you want to classify it as, because it comes off to me as, hey, look at me. You know what I mean? Hey, ladies.
Look at me.
I'm talking down on the niggas that's doing this shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give y'all some game, and also I'm trying to bag you. But to address what he's talking about on there, first off, I want to clear up a misconception. Like, just because a nigga is single and maybe even dating or casually seeing somebody here and there, it doesn't mean that, you know, that's all that they see or that's all that they want. You know what I mean? Like the narrative is almost as if you're not with somebody, if you're not in a full committed relationship or if you're not married, that you out here having fun and you just being reckless and careless.
What did we talk about this before?
It's so extreme. You know what I mean? It's like
maybe you want to be surface because you don't want to get your feelings hurt.
that too. I mean, it's several things that can play into the reason why you are where you at currently in your life. You know, I try to tell people, you know, for me, you know, my priorities is really, you know, wrapped up with my kids. Like I'm trying to see a kid off to college, you know, right now that's about to graduate high school. I got another kid that's in private school that's still making the adjustment from a Columbus City school to this private life and doing things different. Like I got to give my attention to that. You know what I mean? As much as I would want to give my attention to, you know, a young lady and be fully committed and all the way, you know, into something like that, like it's just hard. Like on top of work, you know, on top of kids and other priorities, like I just don't have the time that I think is needed to give a woman. You know what I mean? But they always tend to think like how this dude that you a fun boy, that you doing all this what this dude said in the clip. That you just lit, you out fucking every night.
Not understanding that we have lit moments.
Yeah,
it's
moments.
Not a lit life.
That's
It's not
rare.
right. You know what I mean? It's not
Rare as
like
fuck.
the shit is going crazy 24/7. It's
Yeah.
not the case.
But so I'm glad to hear y'all. So we're in agreement. You know what I mean? That we catch a raw end a lot of the times because of the narrative or what the assumption is of what single life is. And I hate that for myself and for my brothers. You know what I mean? Like you can't be single and enjoy your life without somebody casting something on you like, oh,
You out getting the hoes.
yeah, you doing this. You single because you don't want to commit. You single because you
watch the show by myself.
You know what I mean? Like, what's y'all's thoughts though? Like, you know,
Yeah, he was pandering in that, and they ate it up too. They
ate it the fuck up.
So you're right. You know, like I don't think. First of all, everybody don't have to be fucking in a committed relationship. Like, if that's your goal, it's cool. But that's not everybody's goal, realistically. Some people just don't want to be.
But even if it is your goal, because I believe, if I'm not speaking out of turn, that might be a goal of yours. And I'm sorry. Anyway, but that's first of all, that's honest and that's real. That's on some human being shit. But just you might not be in that space in the moment, like, and that's okay. And maybe you haven't met the person who you feel like you would give up a portion of your piece to try to engage with.
But I think people think if you haven't met the person that you're supposed to be somewhere sitting down, and you're supposed to just be dormant, or you're supposed to
meet them if I'm sitting down.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I don't get. It's like, in order for me to potentially meet you, I gotta get out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but don't get so extreme with it and think that along the way that, okay, before I got to you, that I'm over here, I'm just chopping all of this down all the way, to get to you. Like, and that's the shit that's just so exhausting. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even hardly want to talk to a chick about what you got going on, because it's like,
They gonna think it's cap.
it's cap, you know what I mean? It's a waste of time.
You be taking them now. You be doing like, nah, not really.
Yeah.
They ain't expensive. Fuck that.
Too expensive. You know what I mean? Like, that's another show, another conversation. I'm curious to know how y'all feel about dating with, pricing being the way that it is right now. Like, it's, but we can get ready to wrap it up, man. Real quick, before we get up out of here, I did want to speak on some sports real quick. I know on this show we've been going back and forth. The first round is officially over. We want to salute Dez and his New York Knicks. They stood on business. Blaze, how you feel about that?
I feel like my team got punked. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it is what it is, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
They punked them.
We knew that.
Yeah, we've been saying this since the beginning of the season.
Y'all also were saying my Lakers was trash, and they
All right, they his Lakers, man.
Yeah, I don't
remember that.
Well,
Did you remember that?
He be going back. He been going back and forth all the season.
Niggas be letting me have it about having dual residence.
You been.
Yeah,
Brooklyn,
you
Phoenix,
switch teams in the middle of the season.
Boston,
Having sense.
Switch teams, whoever win it.
Minnesota. Like, ain't no telling
The
what
fact
you
that you was
gonna
in
do.
Cleveland is really disgusting. That's the most disgusting thing.
No, the fact that he went to the parade and everything,
Yeah, it's
Cleveland
crazy.
gear,
You know,
was the worst.
I have personal interest down there.
I understand, but still, you played the
A lot of
part.
outside factors.
You dressed up, nigga. You ain't have to dress up to play the
I
part.
ain't want to stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh.
Um,
I know. This nigga like, got a personal interest. This nigga had a little kid out there.
Still in sports.
On the float. Like,
I think Trav, he might have referenced this off mic about Giannis. They got knocked off by Milwaukee in the first round as well. So we've had it to where an eighth seed knocked out a number one, which was Miami and Milwaukee, and then in the Western Conference, a number 7 seed, the Lakers, they knocked off the number 2 seed, the Memphis Grizzlies. How we feeling about the playoffs so far right now? Round 1 is officially wrapped up. Golden State just got Sacramento the fuck out of here. They definitely outclassed them. I'm not surprised by it, you know what I mean? But how are we feeling going into round 2? Like, what's your thoughts? Like,
good, man.
everything's still looking good for you. You still feeling good about your finals picks?
Denver and Boston.
Denver and Boston.
I got Denver and Boston.
I thought so too.
No. I said, I'm with them. We'll pull it up. I'm not rolling with. You said.
I definitely said Phoenix and Philly. I know I said that, but I'm not feeling the best about Phoenix.
Because I've never been a fan of the bench over there at Phoenix once the trade was made. They gave
Campaign looked good off the bench the other night. Not Campaign. Is that his name? Campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they just gave him too many pieces to get Durant, and like that's hard in the playoffs. That's hard to sustain. Like your starting 5 got to be 5.
They got a bench though. Like they got Terrence Ross, Campaign, and C.J. Warren. They got to
C.J.
play them
Warren
niggas.
hurt,
Oh, he is hurt. Oh, I didn't know he was hurt.
That's what I'm saying. Though. Look what you named. You named what? 3 people.
Yeah. You only play 8 to 9 in the
But
playoffs.
nigga, Denver is loaded, bro.
I don't love them either. I mean, but to give me 10 to 15 minutes, that's what a bench is supposed to do, give you 10, 15 minutes. Like.
Denver just got too many weapons for Phoenix, bro. I mean, look, Durant gonna do what he do, Bucks gonna do, and they did what they did. They combined for
Still
50
got
plus.
clipped. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like But this is in the playoffs is when you need TJ Warren, and like this is when you need these guys to come in and give you not only minutes, but you need buckets.
Still in basketball, Ime Udoka, hired by the Houston Rockets. Are we surprised?
No, we knew he was gonna get another job. Cause he did a good job. Like his off the court antics is one thing, but what he did in Boston.
Let me
What's up?
personally say this. Shout out to all the women that he was indulging in Boston. But,
Yeah, you imagine.
He's stepping into a different place. Hey,
listen, Drake put Houston on every album, bro. Like he's in love with that city. He's gonna be in love too.
still in sports, real quick. Lamar Jackson finally got the deal done. 5 years, $260 million, 180 guaranteed. I'm happy for him. Yeah, with Baltimore, re-signed with Baltimore. Did Deshaun Watson? Did he? Well, not necessarily Deshaun Watson, but the Cleveland Browns and Haslam, the ownership. Did they almost fuck up the game?
Yeah. And niggas have been mad ever since.
Yeah.
And when I say niggas, I mean owners of the NFL teams
right.
who ain't niggas at all. But yeah, it literally they've been fighting ever since that day to reset the market back to what it was.
Yeah. But how do you feel about people like Deshaun Watson, my QB Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts? This was their opportunity to be like, no, we doing this. Like, I think niggas should have stood.
Yeah, on business.
Yeah, but like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Y'all got it.
Yeah. Definitely got, I mean, the NFL, I mean, I'm about to pay $250 for this Sunday ticket, like ASAP.
Yeah. That's it, fellas. Jamie Foxx, they said the news did come out that he had a stroke. You know what I mean? Get well to Jamie Foxx. It's that, you know, our legends, you know what I mean? Like, health complications is a real thing. You know what I mean? We are getting older in age. You know what I mean? So, you know, prayers to Jamie Foxx. I want to say he's like maybe 52, 53. You know what I mean? He's young, you know what I mean? But it is time for, you know, for some type of health complications to start popping up, you know, potentially. It's super tough. What else?
Hey, yo, fuck you, everybody that see you, Usher. I ain't been out to Vegas yet.
Yeah, Usher holding it down out there. Cam and Joe and Nori, I hate seeing that, you know what I mean? We'll get into that next episode because I got a feeling it's still going to be going on as petty as Cam is. I think this is going to be something that's ongoing, but I hate seeing it, man. Like, I hate the attitude that Joe got, but I also hate the way that Cam makes shit so personal. You know what I mean? So this is going to be one that I'm keeping an eye on because the personalities of the two, it don't necessarily mix, and I can see this getting ugly. You know what I mean, before it gets better. So we'll keep an eye on that. Shout out to my son, you know what I mean, we 20 days away, you know, from graduation. June 1st is the official date. I've been out spending crazy bread on prom season. Jesus Christ, like, these kids, like.
Now let me ask you a question.
What's up? I'm renting. I'm definitely renting because he don't wear those type of clothes enough. You know what I mean? So I said I would rent. But I'm also getting jammed up because securing the venue for the graduation party, that type of shit going on. You know, I'm sick of these niggas, man. But, and the fact that I got to do it one more time, like this, that's all the birth control niggas be needing, or the, you know, knowing what you got to spend when them niggas become of age. I will never have another. Look, I ain't gonna say never. But I'm cool on any more kids. Like, Trav, good luck. You got it coming a few more times, bro. I got it one more time. You know what I mean? But
And wrap this shit up.
with that said, anything?
Playlist coming soon.
Yeah, playlist is definitely coming. We doing R&B, women of R&B. We didn't necessarily
Shout out to Eddie,
do the
man.
restrictions if we doing groups or not. Yeah, big shout out to Eddie, man. Like, he got us looking good tonight.
Yeah, man.
I know when y'all see this, run the YouTube views up, you know what I mean? Like, cause this is a production tonight, a full-fledged production. We appreciate you.
Crazy.
Yeah. Y'all got anything in closing? Any announcements? Anything that we need to get out there to the people?
You know, Saturdays at ML Lounge.
Saturdays ML Lounge.
I got a couple gigs. I got 2 gigs Saturdays.
Why are you double booked?
What you doing? So you tell the people so they can show up to support.
Me and Book doing a car show Saturday early. Okay. And then we got Saturday night.
Friday we might be at HQ.
HQ. That's what's up. That's dope. Des, Blaze, y'all got anything?
Capri.
Y'all got anything? Chilling?
Hey, I don't be doing shit, bro. Unless y'all got something going on, I'll be
I don't do much either,
The
man.
weather gotta get better, man.
Weather been super trash, man.
Weather's trash.
I'm almost out my stage. You know what I mean? These allergies fucking me up. Like,
Be out, man.
This nigga keep trying to run.
know,
Man, like, you know, it's just like,
Man, you need to go pray somewhere.
nigga about to go to Dallas and eat some chicken wings, probably.
Exactly what you about to go do.
You know what? With that said, we out of here, y'all. Peace. Shit. Keep trying to rush the show, bro. Like,
Go nowhere.
them lemon peppers is not going nowhere.